So I'm going to start the video off by saying it's been a hell of a 2017, and I know that it is almost like a mandatory thing for me to upload a video, to say goodbye to 2017 with a lot of fun-filled memories, a lot of different little clips of games that I don't know, are kind of fun and cool, and I don't know, maybe like somewhat entertaining. And I just wanted to primarily say thank you for a wonderful year of growth. I really appreciate it for being on YouTube, where it actually, when you do it legitimately, it is actually kind of hard to grow. But I appreciate every single subscriber that I have gotten over the last year, basically. And every month has been so amazing, so successful. This year has been literally probably one of the most amazing years for me. Doing just a regular hobby. Just going back to some of the truly awesome memories, like a video that I didn't really expect to get a lot of views has now, I think, a little over 3,000 views, which is a video about my HyperX headset review for Rainbow Six Siege, and that got a lot of views. So I'm hoping to do, once I gather enough, funds or whatever, to get another pair of headphones to do a review. One of them that I'm thinking about doing, which is only $60, is doing the Astro A10s and seeing how they stack up against, headphones that are, maybe in the similar price range, and seeing if they actually still have that Astro quality and all that kind of good stuff. So that's something that you guys could expect, early on in 2017. I'm really hoping I can do that, probably the first week of 2018, I should say, because I'm kind of, once again, one thing that I pride myself for in this channel is that I do everything impromptu. I don't script anything. I just said, okay, I'm going to be talking about 2017 and 2018, basically sending off 2017, saying goodbye to it, and, kind of admiring and appreciating all the good stuff that came out of 2017, and looking forward, looking, in the future, and saying how, I could potentially grow some more, and, potentially grow in other ways, like maybe do Twitch and this and that. And I really just, but primarily my goal in this video is to say thank you to the 61 subscribers that I do have. Thank you so much for, subscribing. That really means a lot to me. Thank you for all the people that have commented. I appreciate all the different views that I got on videos, and some were very low on views, some were very high on views, but it's a good learning experience, and it's always a very thrilling and fun thing to see what videos do good, what videos do bad, what should I never do, or what should I always attempt to go towards that route. And hopefully within the next year I can maybe become more stable and maybe just do 3 or 4 games instead of compiling 6 or 7 games, to make everything a little bit more stable. And I know that there's going to be more games coming out that I really probably want to do reviews on and talk about, and put my 2 cents in on, which I will continue doing. But actually uploading and playing and having content, I plan on just having a stable 4 games. Most likely Rainbow Six Siege, because I really love that game. That game has a special place, in my heart. Basically, I basically fell in love with that game. It's one of my favorites. Most likely, once PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, becomes, fully compatible and good with the Xbox One, definitely, continue doing that. Probably some other games. Occasionally I might upload a GTA or Hitman game, but I want to stick to, primary games. But kind of to recap some of the more fun games that I've played, games I really enjoyed, kind of recap 2017, because this is kind of the point of the video, to say thank you to all the subscribers and all the people that viewed my channel. I wanted to say thank you, and then kind of reminisce about, or just kind of go back and look at 2017 and all the wonderful things that came through it. I already mentioned one of them, which was my HyperX video for the headphones, Rainbow Six. I kind of compiled that together, and it was really, really fun and interesting. It was fun to make, but it was just kind of a simple video. It really didn't have really much editing, just really simple stuff. And as I'm growing here on YouTube, I'm also growing my knowledge on how to make interesting things, and I do want to create something spectacular, have a spectacular intro, but I'm still learning all the mechanics of the software that I use, because all these softwares are actually quite complicated unless you have prior experience. And but it's always fun to learn something new and have new experiences. So to reminisce and kind of, finally conclude and say goodbye to 2017. Before I start that, I wanted to wish all you guys a Happy New Year. It doesn't matter what part of the world you're from, where you're from, who you are. I love you very much. I have great love and respect for all human life. That's just the way I always was since I was a kid. I've always been fascinated by other people and other cultures, other religions, and all that other kind of stuff because it's always so fascinating. And, all that has just been so fat. But I'm not, just for the record, I'm not a social justice warrior or none of that crap. I just wanted to mention that I don't pick political sides. I prefer to pick people over political sides because political sides divide people instead of making people unite and kind of be together as one, because we're humans. We should find ways to get along even though we have petty differences. I mean, that's just my thought. So kind of reminiscing over 2017, one of the more funner games I've played, and I had a lot of fun playing, campaign-wise, and, multiplayer, was Ghost Recon Wildlands. I really had a lot of fun with that game. I was very skeptical at first. I thought that game was going to be ass because I had, mixed reviews on it, and then I had mixed thoughts on it, and I really kind of almost didn't want to give it a chance, but I said, fuck it, because I've played Ghost Recon games in the past before, and I was like, fuck it, why not? Let's give it a chance. And I played it, and I have to say it's a really great game. I'm basically got one more mission to do, and I complete the full campaign. But I wanted to hold off and maybe upload that or something like that. But overall, that was one of my more favorable games. Obviously, once I started playing PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, I had a lot of fun with that. This was in the last last few months before the year of 2017 concluded. And I have to say, playing it on PC was probably one of the more greater experiences. It's nice to switch and leave, my comfort zone of using a controller and actually use a keyboard and mouse, which was a hell of an experience. And I'm very, I feel awesome that I was able to do it and actually have fun with it without being frustrated because it's something new that you have to get used to. There's a learning curve, basically. So that's another one of those games I really enjoyed. Obviously, over the months, obviously Grand Theft Auto, I've always enjoyed that, and you can always go into director's mode and just have cause chaos and have fun without the idea of dying. You can just have fun and or whatnot, and then just these little fun things that happen in the universe of GTA 5. So I really have to say I've really enjoyed that. That's definitely on the list of awesome games that I've enjoyed and had fun with. I'm really also looking forward to Red Dead Redemption 2, which I will probably be uploading to this channel once that comes out somewhere in 2018. I'm hoping at least it comes out in 2018. I haven't, done too much research on that, but I'm really looking forward to that. Obviously, I was at some point excited about Call of Duty, but then it kind of disappointed me. It was probably the only real disappointment of, I guess, of the year. I was hoping that Call of Duty would be, kind of go back to its roots and really kind of impress me. But, it's still kind of, I feel it's kind of like it's better than, obviously, Infinite Warfare. It was much better than, and I really just didn't play Infinite Warfare. Fuck that game. I think I did that whole free weekend thing with it, and I really didn't like it. So, obviously, Advanced Warfare was a flop. Black Ops 3 wasn't as bad comparing it now, or looking back at it now, it wasn't as bad, but obviously, wall running and all that kind of stuff. The advanced movement system really wasn't my niche. It wasn't really my thing. So that was kind of a disappointment for me. But I was hoping that, Call of Duty World War II would kind of fill that, empty void that I had in my heart for the Call of Duty franchise, which it partially did, but I still feel that it's kind of mediocre. There's a lot more that they could have done to make it interesting, like some other YouTubers have mentioned. It's the kill streaks that really suck, and that's true. That's why I run low streaks or don't really give a fuck about streaks. So that was probably the only real disappointment of the year. Obviously, I played a couple other little games. I don't know if this was my first year or my very beginning of the year. I was doing Rocket League, or last year, 2016 maybe. But I'm thinking about getting back into Rocket League. My buddy he does Rocket League on his PC or whatever, and I thought, why not get back into it, because he had some really interesting clips that he has created, and just because it comes with this PC or whatever, this software where you can capture gameplay or whatever. So I was like, wow, that's pretty fucking sweet. And he had some interesting clips, and I'm thinking about doing some Rocket League and bringing some Rocket League into the channel. So just because that's kind of a, more kid friendly, more family friendly oriented stuff. And I know that I don't want to, follow the trend of YouTube, but, I actually do like Rocket League because it is pretty intense and it's very competitive. So that might be something interesting because I kind of suck at that game. So it's funny to watch someone try but fail really hard. So on that level, it's kind of a fun experience. Obviously, I wish I could do troll videos, but then, in the same time, troll videos are not considered appropriate anymore. They're not as, prevalent as they used to be back in the day, where, you had, like, there was, like, YouTube channels that were dedicated to trolling people and, just causing mayhem and just making things funny. And those channels are actually very much struggling because it's not that stuff is not popular, but it's hard to get ad revenue from that. And I feel bad for some of these bigger channels that I used to really enjoy simply because of trolling. And I kind of miss that. And I wish YouTube would allow it just for the sense of humor. I mean, because it's humor, but, everyone's so easily offended by literally fucking everything now that it's hard to do that because we don't want to hurt no one's fucking feelings. It's kind of pathetic in a way, but, I mean, those are my thoughts. Well, in general, I had a pretty good 2017. I can't complain. One thing that I do want to mention, ever since I turned 21, in the last like 8 years or so, have flown by so fast that I'm like, one day it was like 2010 or 12 or something, and now it's like, holy shit, dude, it's 2018 just about. Like in a couple hours, it's going to be 2018. That's spectacular. That's amazing. So I'm like, wow, holy shit. It's kind of like time has just flown by so quick, and it's almost like, wow, like that's amazing. And a lot of like, life is just amazing how just, wow, there's just so much to life. It's almost kind of overwhelming in a way, but I want to say thank you. I really appreciate everything that, I feel so good, the fact that I've grown to the point of having 61 subscribers. I really didn't think I would get this far, just because it's so hard to grow on YouTube. But I really, really appreciate every single one of you that are my subscribers, and even the people that came to my channel to view something but didn't subscribe. I really also appreciate those people because they give me views, and that gives me more exposure and gets me into the algorithm of YouTube. And so I do still have to say thank you, even the people that, might have left some, like, I don't know, comment that I might have not, like, at first glance, I might have been like, that's kind of mean or fucked up, but at the same time, I'm like, it's still comments, and it's still feedback, and it helps the channel grow. And that's the mindset I've always had. I'm like, it doesn't matter what kind of comment someone leaves. If you respond negatively, you're going to screw yourself and you're going to have a bad time. So instead of, having, bad outcome or bad response to a comment that might have potentially sounded bad, but maybe there was just an honest, open criticism of, dude, bro, you're kind of like, your commentary sucks, or dude, like the quality of your video sucks. That's why I always try to improve. That's why I got this Blue Yeti mic to get better quality sound. I made my own like little thing, soundproofing behind it, but I don't really use it because I don't need it, because the Blue Yeti itself has great quality. Ultimately, obviously I got a better laptop. I started with a really shitty Asus laptop that was like, it was like a $500 laptop. It had no sense of quality. It was the biggest piece of shit I've ever had in my whole life. I would never recommend it. Not trying to bash on Asus or whatever. They make some really good quality gaming laptops as well, but I decided I'm going to go with the big boy, and I got myself an Alienware. So that was a big thing, and a big thing for 2017, because that's when I got my laptop, and I was like, dude, I'm so happy I got this. It was just such an exciting moment that I was able to get a piece of equipment, to contribute to my channel, but not just to my channel, but for gaming and other things like video editing. I mean, it's very versatile, looks really fun and cool. Obviously, there's been, I enjoy myself. I have like I consider it kind of like a legit setup almost. And, hopefully, another like awesome news. I might be getting my own fucking place next year in 2018. So that'll be something that I can reminisce by the end of 2018 if I get my own place. And I'll be able to have more, freedom, because sometimes, if it's late and I really want to upload, I don't want to wake people up in the house. you know, just out of respect. So it's kind of hard to do that sometimes. Ultimately, I do plan, you know, maybe, you know, next week do some Twitch streaming. So if I decide to do that, I will definitely link that in the, you know, like right into the description, so you guys can actually check me out on Twitch if you want to, because that's something that I want to try. I don't know if it's necessarily going to work, but Twitch is more friendly towards gamers. YouTube is not. And ultimately, I hope to grow with you guys, and kind of, I'm always going to show the very first 100 people that have subscribed to my channel a great deal of respect, because it's the first 100 that really truly make a channel. And it's just, I wanted to say thank you. There's not enough time in the world, and I don't have the vocabulary, intellect to, you know, thank you guys enough for, you know, being here with my channel, supporting me any kind of way you possibly can. Views, likes, dislikes, comments, and all that. It really truly means a lot, and I wanted to say thank you. Wanted to wish you guys definitely a fucking awesome New Year's. Definitely celebrate, definitely have some fun, spend time with your family, spend time with your loved ones, have fun, spend time with your friends, and never forget to appreciate everyone that's around you that truly likes you and supports you. That's why I wanted to make this video, because you guys do support me, and I really greatly appreciate it. So I wanted to say thank you so much, and like maybe in the near future, if I get big enough, I'll do like a face reveal. You know, because that's something that I could always do. It'd be like really spooky, mysterious. Like, what does the guy look like? Ooh, you know, I don't know. That'd be kind of interesting. And you know, I'm a very, you know, like, I guess I'm kind of an asshole, but I'm a very outgoing person. You know, I guess that's the best way to describe myself. Like, I like to have fun. I like hobbies. I like to do like stuff on the side. So this is kind of like a hobby for me. So I really appreciate the fact that my hobby has grown to, you know, potentially be something a little bit more than just a hobby. So I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. And basically, Happy New Year. Enjoy yourself. Hopefully enjoy the mixed bag of bullshit, like little video clips, just random shit throughout the year. Just basically random clips that represents, you know, my experiences over the years. It might not exactly be from in the past, but it might be just like my past experiences caught on, you know, that have been captured, you know, through the last, you know, few days. I captured like little bits and pieces and clips, and those clips basically represent some of the bullshit that I, you know, had experienced, you know, in, you know, throughout the year and all that kind of stuff, and, you know, my humble beginnings, I guess, and all that kind of stuff. So I'm the Mitten. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, definitely hit that like button or dislike button. If you want, definitely leave a comment, subscribe, hit that bell, and have a happy fucking New Year. And you can basically tell 2017 to fuck off and welcome 2018 into your home. Peace. That's all I gotta say. Have fun, party hard, and all that good shit. Have a drink for me, because I don't really drink. So yeah, peace.